take two since Becky called me in the middle of it. I wasn't going to paint those. Figured we'd do it later if at all. And I went, nah, screw it. It's going to look like crap if I don't do it. So there they are. Right here at the paint booth. They got 2 coats on them. That's enough. Bare metal ain't bad with 2 coats. Holds up pretty decent. And this stuff better be dry. I haven't played yet. Oh yeah. Beautimous. Grab a hold of that too tight, probably leave fingerprints on it. It's dry. And hopefully the sun will come out a little bit. It'd be kind of nicer out there if it would. Weatherman said that, the clouds are going to disappear overnight. It was going to get cold. And yeah, 32 degrees, but, the clouds didn't disappear. There's your sunrise. It's actually pretty good through a dirty window. We'll see what we get done today. Hopefully get something done. I just get aggravated because, 2 steps forward, 5 steps backwards. Don't mind helping Ty with those things. We've been trying to do it, kind of last thing before dinner. Then she's been working on letters at night after the fact, putting all the stuff on them, and then she's coating them to keep them protected so stuff don't fall off of them. And I guess that's about it at the moment. So, we'll see what happens. Look at that. Clear sky, more or less. Weatherman was only off about 12-15 hours. Not that far, but anyway. There is one of the handiest things there is. I don't know what brand that is. Gannon tree planter. And then, what's he got? A 7/8 fine thread into there. And the augers I got, 2 of them I bought from, I think it was Northern Tool years ago. And then made the slug to go in here to screw in. And that's my old 036 Pro. I used that chasing on the landing when I was logging. Little saw that thinks it's a lot bigger than it is. Run a 32-inch bar pretty good. Anyway, that one happens to be the 8-inch. It's already on it. I'm going to leave it on it. It ain't going to hurt for the extra concrete on the outside. Just gives it that much more of a base against the ground. So, getting ready to go drill a hole, see what happens. And yeah, I sound whooped because I just spent 10 minutes pulling on that sucker before she finally started. It's been a while. So, we went up and pulled the post out that was still up there. And I was able to take one of the forks and stick to the broken one, and I peeled it up. Then I come down here and get a bale to feed to the 2-year-olds. Dump the bale in, go to curl the forks back, and yeah, I don't think I got much of a bath, but that down there did. Up there and all over. See, there's a wire goes out to the light underneath the stuff there. That line right there, it's wore through underneath. Don't leak unless you move a valve. Then it makes a mess. So, I guess she's going to sit right here for now because I can't get it in the barn without moving the loader. And luckily, the loader will stay there. All we got to do is replace that line. See if I got another one. Half-inch on there and a coupler on here. That might be the issue though, because I got to make sure the pressure's off. Actually, it should be off. And this PTO on this tractor is screwed up, so I pulled it off, but it's still cranking the pump. Hopefully it'll work again later. But we ain't got time for this crap at the moment. I didn't even get my phone out up there, but we're missing something. And there's 2 sacks out of 5 left. I didn't end up digging a hole. I got to thinking about it later. Where that post came out of should be just about the right place. Close enough for me. So set the post in on the road side of that hole and put 3 bags of concrete around it and stacked a few rocks around the base to help hold some concrete there, because it's on a slope. And tomorrow we'll see how far those 3 go on the inside of that. I didn't want to do it today. Let that stuff set. Make sure it's set good. Then we aren't going to wiggle that. And we'll see how far that goes. And that's what I did for that. Since the top's got a slope to it, it's not quite 1 inch from end to end, but made it 1 inch, which makes it slope in a little, because God knows, years ago, Dad put a box up and somebody hit it and it pointed down, and paper guys, they don't put them in far enough to actually have the paper go in the box. And if it sloped forward at all toward the road, well, that's where you find your paper, is on the ground in the rain. So anyway, I got part of the stuff put away in here, and got those bolts out since I couldn't take them out, because the time I got done, the nuts weren't coming off. And these are the bolts out of Becky and mine's old mailbox. Bored some fender washers out to go on the inside. The washers that we put in for spacers are gone, but I don't think that's going to be an issue, because it's supported right here with washers, so it can't pinch together. And this piece is right here, so it'll suck down. I had to punch those out to 1.5 inches. Why? Because our old mailbox, same measurement that way, but 1/8 of an inch closer this way. Yeah. And, it's not like I'm going to move those nuts that are welded in those tubes. So this should go right on. We'll put it on after we get that mounted. And looking at where I put the address marker, yeah, I think we're probably going to move it. It can be done. No big deal. Just one more thing. So anyway, that's what we got for that. And contemplating, do I just go off the guess measurement on that hose on the tractor and go to town and get one, or take it off and actually measure it? I don't want to get full of oil twice. I am going to make a phone call, see if they'll get one made up for me, and I'll just go pick it up. It's early enough in the day yet. You can't see it through here. Apparently, popped that line when I was digging the short stump out up here, because I used the tip of the spear. There's our new post, by the way. I used the tip of the spear and got crosswise in the road and tucked down and got a hold of it with the tip and peeled it out of the ground. And it was a little hesitant, shall we say. So, yay. That's why I blew a line. And it leaked oil down the driveway and back to the big bale barn to get the bale for the 2-year-olds. And it just didn't spray until that point. So, called in, ordered one. It's easy. 1/2 inch hose, 1/2 inch male pipe on the ends. Kind of hard for anybody to screw that up. So, and must be well, I shouldn't say a new guy, but somebody I haven't met in his tractor. Because I ain't met the guy yet. Talked to him on the phone a little bit ago, though. He was gonna go get it made up. And then Ty and I were talking, I think we need some Hydran too. So, looks like we get a bucket of Hydran too. Anybody want to guess which cost more, the hose or the oil? Neither one are cheap anymore. I bet they're about the same price. Yay. Fooled you. You thought you were going to see some scenery. You can, out the window, I guess. It wasn't too awful bad. $68 for the hose. Just think, wasn't very long ago we were paying that or less for Hydran. I think Hydran was $130. Ouch. And that's 5 gallons. And I'm just going to guess we're going to use probably 3 gallons anyway.
so it was still under $200, just barely. Time I had the gas to go back and forth, well, we're past that a little ways. You know, get a 15-mile round trip on this, 10 miles per gallon. Yeah. Anyway, but I tell you that, I'm gonna switch around. A little water out there yet. That's Jackson Bottom. That's what separates us from Hillsboro. They say, oh, Hillsboro will never get on this side of Jackson Bottom. Yeah, whatever. They already have. They're going around the other end of it, coming around. It's not too far that way. But not too bad a day. Bright sunshine. A little hazy over there toward home. But, you know. And hopefully the time I get back, I'll have that all cleaned up and parked up by the shop. Maybe even have it part way apart. I hope. We'll see.